All right. Good evening and good night, and welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. It is Wednesday, June 8th, 2016. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimber, a.k.a. Christian, alongside.
Bingy Soup.
Yeah, Soup, we back at it again.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say that this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. You can also text us on that number as well. But most importantly, you have to go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com. Go to that website, click on Watch Us Live. It's the third tab on the top, and you'll be able to see the entire show tonight. We also have email, streaming live from the VI@yahoo.com. For our guest tonight, she's already been here before, so she's heard this before, but we are in the high-tech, low-tech studio, coming to you from an undisclosed location here, St. Croix, Virgin Islands. No radio or TV, internet only, which means you have to get your smartphone, your Android, your iOS, your iPad, your tablet, your Mac, or your Windows PC. Open up your browser, type in streaming live from the VI.com, and you will be able to see the entire show tonight. What else we got here? We got 2 Facebook pages. All our recorded live shows are on Ustream and YouTube.com. But most importantly, we'd like to give a shout out to all our past guests. Thanks for being on the show and believing in what we are doing here. The show's mission is just to inform, entertain, and empower everyone. Want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Maggie's Party Decor and Supersonic Computer Services. Check out the website for the contact information for both of our sponsors. And Soup, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Bless that mic, man.
All praises be to the living eye, Rastafari. I am reading from His Majesty Haile Selassie I speeches, and he's talking about prejudice opposed. We affirm today, in the name of principle and right, our opposition to prejudice, wherever and whatever form it may be found, and particularly, do we rededicate ourselves to the eradication of racial discrimination from this continent. We can never rest content with our achievements so long as men in any part of Africa asserts on racial grounds their superiority over the least of our brothers. Racial discrimination constitutes a negation of spiritual and psychological equality, which we have fought to achieve, and the denial of this personality and the dignity which we have struggled to establish for ourselves as Africans. Our political and economic liberty will be devoid of meaning for so long as the degrading spectacle of South Africa's apartheid continues to haunt our waking hours and to trouble our sleep. We must redouble our efforts to banish this evil from our land. If we preserve discrimination, we will one day vanish from the earth. If we use the means available to us, South Africa's apartheid, just as colonialism, will shortly remain only as a memory. If we pool our resources and use them well, this spectre will be banished forever. All praises be to the living eye. Rastafari.
All right. We are ready for our guest. There she is, Miss Charlita Schuster. Wave to the crowd. Everybody is seeing you live and direct right now. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And you come back.
Glad to be back.
You come back with another big event.
Yep.
I guess you're reaching another milestone.
A very big one.
Yes.
Okay, a very big one. So how you been?
I've been wonderful. Working extremely hard. This is a tough week,
Okay.
of work, but this is it. I'm heading to my big 35th anniversary dance season.
Right.
Okay.
35 years.
Okay. All right. So let's kind of jump into that real quick. I know you left the studio. You had your assistant man the troops. And they're still working hard and jumping and flipping and twisting and turning.
That's right. My assistant director, which is my daughter,
Okay.
Janisha Withy, she is in rehearsal right as we speak. They'll be in rehearsal till 10 o'clock tonight.
Right.
Whoa. Okay.
And we begin around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we go into all the way down the line till 10.
So now you're actually just rehearsing the whole show pretty much every night in a sense.
We're cleaning up spots. We're cleaning up spots that have a little weakness to it,
Right.
maybe, that we think, the kids think, oh, it was great. It was like, no. Do that one again.
Right.
Okay.
And we're sharpening up some pointers and making sure that the show is tight. We do have some college students who are in college who flew in. They come home,
Right.
and they're dancers, and so they're been into the show as well. They always come back and say, "Okay, am I in the show this year?"
Right,
It's like,
right.
"Of course you're in the show."
Okay.
So we have to make sure that they get their parts and everything. We love that. We love when our college students do come home from being away from home, and then want to go back on the stage again like that. So that really makes us happy because we know that we trained them well over the years.
Okay.
So we have that, and then so it's always a lot of. We're never finished. We're never finished until it's just on the stage, and we just wish them the best.
Right.
Okay.
I tell my students all the time, you only get one shot. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you really, really have to put your all into it. You can't second hit. You can't just go in a little bit or I'm just going to do just a little bit, just to be happy for my mom and dad. You have to thrill not only your mom and dad but everybody that paid
yes.
for a ticket.
Okay.
So they want to see you just as much as they came to see someone else.
Okay.
So you're not just performing only for your parents and family members. You're performing for the entire community.
Right.
And that's very important that you realize that you have a service to put out to the community.
Okay. So this event here is Music in Motion, School of Higher Dance Education. This is the Children's Spring Dance Concert presents Flying High with 35. This is the 35th dance anniversary celebration.
Yes.
Okay.
How has this ride been for this 35 years, Charlita?
I'm going to tell you 35 years of just dedicating yourself to the art of dance is the most wonderful career you can ever imagine having. I'm so blessed, and I spoke about it before when I was here before. I'm so blessed that I had parents to recognize the fact that I was talented.
Okay.
And that I was gifted, and that they pushed me through that door no matter what anybody said about my learning disability or anything like that. They knew that their daughter had something.
Okay.
And, I just praise God and just thank God that my parents, my mom and my dad, had that knowledge to see through that
Okay.
and to open up doors for me in the theater.
Okay. So do you remember your first year?
Here in St. Croix?
No, I mean, this is 35 years now. But do you
Yes.
remember your first year, your first show?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Quite well.
Okay.
Right? Like I told my students, when you enter the stage, the audience remembers the first movement you do and the last one when you leave.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the same thing with my years.
Okay.
The first ballet I put on was the Ballet Coppelia. It was performed at John Woodson Junior High School.
Right.
It was brand new school. I was the first show to ever be on that stage
Right.
Okay.
with Mr. Jimmy Rogers. He was the principal
Right.
at that time, and he let me have that theater
Yes.
for 2 days. It was on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Okay.
The special guest was Nisha Folks, a classmate of mine who danced with the Alvinelli American Dance Theater.
Right.
Okay.
Out of
Now-
Harlem? That's the one out of Harlem.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Alvinelli.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
in New York.
Yes.
They have the biggest school actually in the nation,
Nation,
right now.
yes.
In the nation.
Yes.
Okay. Nisha, she came and she was just a dancer. She just knew how to dance and perform. Nisha had no idea how to teach.
Right.
So my students were very, very new. They don't know nothing about dancing. It was like their first little steps and everything. And I said, Nisha, come down to St. Croix. I got this school going on. It's like 4 months old. The school's like 4 months old. And she's like, okay, I'll come. So we're all hyped and everything. And so she says to me, she puts on this music. I'll never forget it. And she's teaching them this choreography that's made for a dance company, and I'm watching them, and they're like got 2 left feet, and they're all tumbling all over the place and trying to get it together. And she says to me, Shalita, these kids can't dance. And I said, Nisha, you can't teach. And she says, what do I do? And so I said, get a Michael Jackson CD. At that time, it wasn't a CD, it was a tape cassette. Okay,
yes.
let's go back in time. Okay, so I said, get a Michael Jackson cassette and let's play Michael Jackson. And I said, they'll get the rhythm.
Right.
I said, and count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Just give them 8 counts. Don't give them a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Don't do that. You're gonna get lost. Well, that whole thing, the Ballet Coppelia, and it was hooked on. The second part was hooked on Broadway.
Okay.
We took Broadway music. We took music and we just made it like a Broadway thing, you know. And it just became this big hit. All right. And the Virgin Islands Council of the Arts gave me $3,000. That was a lot of money.
Yes.
$3,000 to put on this show. Right. I'll never forget it. And Steve Bostic, I don't know if anybody remembers him, but Stephen Bostic was the director of the Virgin Islands Council of the Arts.
Okay.
Brilliant artist, a pianist, classical pianist. He was.
Okay.
And he can play the piano. He had a beautiful baby grand in his house. I'll never forget. Beautiful black baby grand in his house. And I used to go to his house and he used to just play the piano.
Yes.
And he said to me, Shalita, now I will give you a grant if you would put on a ballet. And I said, I would love to put on a ballet. But it has to be ballet. So I says, that's what I do, you know. And that's when I put the story on the Ballet Coppelia. Coppelia is it's a young story about a young girl who, it's all acting. They have little dolls and everything. And she sees this little doll way up on a balcony, and the doll, her boyfriend is all attracted to the doll up there, and she's getting angry. So it's a lot of little acting in there and everything. But the acting that's in this ballet is fun for young kids to learn how to dance ballet.
Right.
Okay.
It's simple, it's easy, the music is joyful. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this way you can really get a child to be entertained into this.
Yes.
And the audience to say, oh, this is a storytelling thing.
Right.
This is not where you stop and you go and you stop and you go. This is a whole story. And and I chopped it down a little bit. It was a 2-hour ballet, but I chopped it down to only 45 minutes.
Okay.
I chopped it down because I didn't want to bore
them. Right.
St. Croix.
Right.
This is my first time. And then we had the second half of the show as well, during intermission. But it became a great success, and that is my story. Now, Lisa Lenhart.
Okay.
I don't know if many people know her, but she also was a great dancer. And Lisa Lenhart, she also won Hal Jackson Talented Teen.
Okay.
I choreographed a piece for her. She did a Sleeping Beauty. Was it Sleeping Beauty? No, Cinderella. It was Cinderella.
Okay.
I choreographed this little Cinderella dance. We only had 2 minutes to choreograph a dance.
Right.
And she played the part of Cinderella, coming out, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor and everything like that. And then she tore off this top layer of the costume, and no one ever saw that on St. Croix before. And underneath was a beautiful ballet costume that I had for her, and she just became like a fairy.
Yes.
And she danced, and the audience just screamed. So I had all these creative ideas, because I danced with ballet companies and everything. So, and she won.
Okay.
The competition. So she played the part of Swanhilia. Swanhilia is the story of Coppelia. So she played the main part. And she also, went on to have a great dance career.
Oh, okay.
A great dance career. She's
a Virgin Islands native?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
She's a Crucian.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
She has a twin sister?
She has a twin sister, Michelle.
Okay. So I know who you're talking about.
Right.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Right. And she went off to California.
Right.
And she got her dance degree there.
Okay.
Came back and taught at Central High School
Okay.
for many, many years.
Okay.
Okay, and she even took her group to the States at one point. The
Right.
Central High School
Right.
Dancers.
Okay.
I don't know their name that she named them,
Right.
but they won some big competition out there.
Okay.
You know,
Yes, yes.
dance competition, whatever she got out there and did. right. I can't remember everything.
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes.
but the proudness of that you get as a teacher, knowing
That's
that
right.
you know you worked with
Accomplished
this,
and made this
yes,
happen,
and,
right.
and continued on with her dancing like
Right.
that. Yeah.
You still dance, Shalita?
I love dancing. I can't stop dancing. I teach my grandchildren how to
Right,
dance. You know, oh yes, I love dancing. I don't find it difficult
Okay.
to do.
Right,
You know, I mean, some people say, "Oh, I got an ache and pain
Yeah,
here and
yes,
there."
yes.
I don't have that
Okay.
going on. You know, and I think because I stretch and I'm always, I keep myself limber.
Well, right.
I keep myself limber all the time.
Okay.
I stretch with my students. I teach them certain steps. Now, there are certain steps that I wouldn't chance on doing
Yes.
today.
Right.
Those steps they're doing today are crazy. I mean, you know, I really got to give it to you. What's happening today in dance is nothing like the 80s and 90s or even year 2000.
Right.
It's
Okay.
way above that now.
Wow.
Because even if you look at the poster that we have,
Uh-huh.
you can see that jump
Yes.
that Amal is doing. That's not him that's a real live jump.
Pose, he jump up in the air.
Yeah, he have to jump that. And
Right.
that's what they're doing today.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the kind,
Coordination and all of
the
these.
legs have to go up in the air. The flexibility has to be strong. The legs just, I mean, you have to have the flexibility and the strength. You got to have a lot of power. The muscles have to be just tightened. It's nothing like back in the day when
And I
started
would imagine you have to have a good cameraman too to catch that shot.
You got to have, you have to have good photography.
Yes.
Yeah, to catch that shot.
Yeah, and I teach my photographers how to
Okay,
shoot.
okay.
Yeah, I teach them.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'll be like, no, it's not gonna work.
Right,
You know? I said you got to catch it on the one, but you know,
Yeah.
you know, and they have to do it about 10 times
Yeah,
or more before that cameraman gets it right there.
shot.
Yeah.
Right. And then of course they do it maybe about 20 or 30 shots of one
Take.
right,
Yeah.
one pose.
One pose, right?
Because the arms have to be a certain position. You know, if the arm is missing, it's to say, no, the arm is not in place.
Place,
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the head has to be tilted and be like, no, it's too far over, keep going.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so you have to get that right shot where the head, eyes, the fierceness of the dance has to come through. And out of maybe 300 shots of different poses, you may get, we look about 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 good pictures.
Right, 6 good pictures.
Yeah, 6 good pictures, maybe out of 300 shots.
Right.
We throw the rest away. They're no good.
Yeah.
It's no use keeping them. You're not going to use them for
Use them,
nothing.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know. But we can get 6 good shots, 6 to 10 good shots. We're lucky. That's a good photo shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about something about a young man, Amal Bryson, that's on the poster right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Amal is born
Put a post.
extremely gifted and talented. He just had it in his blood. Now, I don't know if I told this story, but I tell it a million times and I'll tell it again.
Tell it again.
But I met Amal when he was 10 years old. My
Okay.
daughter said 12. No, it's 10. Hi, mother knows.
Yes.
Mother knows best. It's 10. He was 10 years old, and he was in an elementary school dance-off, like a little dance-off. You know, and I was a judge.
Okay.
Okay. And so his little elementary school is going next, you know, and they came out in their little outfits. It was very nice,
Right.
very nice. And he was the only boy,
Uh-huh.
you know. So they did a little Spanish dance and everything like that. And then Amal breaks up into like a split. You know, so I said, oh, I said, okay, you got a little talent there,
Right,
you
right.
know. You know. And I see this little boy, I mean, he's really, you know, swinging the girl around, you know, he's doing most of the swinging and the
Swinging and
pulling.
pulling, right.
You know? I said, oh, he's a leader too, you know.
Right.
And then he did then they had him do within the dance a little cartwheel. And he did it. And I said, oh, okay. I said, boy, this little boy got some spunk to him.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, I said, I wonder who he is.
Uh-huh.
So, now I'm supposed to be judging this thing.
Right.
You know, but I'm like looking at this little boy that's got all of this. Now, he's got nothing but girls around him.
Right.
But he had so much talent. It just caught my eye, and I was
Yes.
just glued to it.
Yes.
So I said, I can't wait for intermission.
Intermission.
I'm just like, I can't wait. So I'm writing down my little scores and
Right.
everything, you know. Now, of course, he made a lot of points there. You know, I'm not going to say I cheated or anything, but I had to give him points.
Yes.
He uplifted the routine, and the kids looked nice. Their costumes were well done. You know, you can tell somebody sewed their costumes together, which was his mother.
Okay.
His mother, Mother Nile.
Yes. Yes.
She sews, and, you know,
Okay.
and so she designed all of the kids' costumes.
Oh,
And she
okay.
sewed the kids' costumes, and they looked remarkably beautiful. They did. And I ran back there after intermission.
Uh-huh.
And I said, where is this little boy? You know. So I went back there, and I said, there you are. I said, oh, come, sweetheart. You know, and he said, yes, ma'am. He was very polite.
Right.
I mean, stand up strong. Mother Nile have her children in check.
Check. Yes.
you know, so yes, ma'am. And I said, what is your name, sweetheart? And he said, Amal. I said, what's your last name? He said, Bryson. And it didn't click to me of any relationship yet.
Yes.
And I said, is your mother around? He goes, yes, she's standing right over there. And I said, I want to talk to her. And so she took me to his mom, and I said, your son is so talented. I said, I would love to give him a dance scholarship at Music in Motion.
Right.
And she said, oh, God bless you. And she just gave me a big hug and a kiss and everything. And she said, I've been wanting to put him in dance class for so long, but I didn't know where to go,
Right.
who to go to. You know, she said, I wasn't
Okay.
really into, I didn't know what to do.
Yes.
So I said, sure. I said, come to Music in Motion. And I told her when to come, which was the Monday. And she came right on Monday
Right.
with them all. And they came in there, and he's been there ever since.
Okay. Great.
And he's made his life into dancing, but he's extremely brilliant.
Okay.
I don't want to always talk about his dancing, but he's
Dancing, right.
just a
Brilliant
brilliant
person.
young man. He's smart at everything he does.
Okay.
He loves acting as well.
Okay.
He loves being in plays. He's always, Miss Charlita, I'm in another play, Amal. What about the dance class? Hurry up with those plays.
Right.
But he loves plays. He loves being on stage. And he's also developed some great pieces of choreography. He's developed choreography. He has a knack for choreography, and he likes to create dances.
Okay.
And we allow for him to do that. But some of his pieces are extremely beautiful. They are something to really think about when you
Okay.
watch his choreography for
So
a young man.
Is he doing something special that that weekend?
Definitely. I think Amal has he has like 2 strong pieces that's his only, no other choreographer touched.
Okay.
Because we want to see his work.
Okay.
Yes. Is he going on to college?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You can't waste that.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
That he has so many college offers, and but now he's into science now.
Uh-huh.
He's a scientist.
Yes.
He's into that. I've got to
Okay.
let you know. He's
Okay.
really a scientist.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And as far as science is concerned. So
yes.
dance is there.
Right.
He's not going to give up the stage or anything like that. So he's going to minor in dance and major in his
science.
science.
Science, okay.
Which is great.
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna be making lots of money. Lots of money,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Right. And that's what we want.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
what we want.
That's right.
And,
You want
to use every area of your talent.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't just focus on one and not the other. You know.
Okay.
So how many young men do you have in studio right now, Charlita?
Nothing to compare like Amal.
Okay.
And let's be honest.
No, I mean
Right.
the numbers. The numbers.
Oh.
How many in?
We we have some little ones
Okay,
coming
okay,
up.
okay.
So we have some little ones coming up. We have 3 little boys coming up
Right.
as gymnasts right now. They're
Okay.
just gymnasts and flipping, and they're getting their coordination.
Right.
You know, one is my grandson Brandon. He's 6 years old. Then we have another one of my cousins. He's 6 years old. And then we have another. You know.
Okay,
So we have
okay.
some like
Yes, yes.
little young ones coming up there, which are really cute and everything. And they have nice little strong bodies. And they're always beating up each other. You know.
Typical young boys,
Yeah,
right?
they're real boys. They're
Right,
they're
right.
really boys. But Amal is extremely gifted and talented. We're blessed. St. Croix is extremely blessed.
Definitely.
Okay,
yes.
I have to tell you, to have such a spectacular dancer such as Amal as a male dancer. Here in St. Croix, in the Virgin Islands, to represent. Now he's going to go nationwide.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it, because when he went to study, not last summer, but the summer before, to Dance Theater Harlem, he won every single award.
Wow.
Everyone.
Okay.
Every single one from St.
St.
Croix.
Croix.
From Music and
This
Motion.
little that
Right
in the
here,
Caribbean Sea.
we made big news
News.
out there in New York City.
Yes.
Okay.
With them all.
Okay.
Yes, we did. And then he went off to Atlanta and studied at a school in Atlanta. I think it was called Jazz Connection, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
And they offered him a full scholarship for this summer
For this summer.
and to dance in their major dance company.
Wow.
He has
Okay.
offers already.
Wow.
Okay.
So
good.
he's going places.
Yes.
Okay.
And that director is a very good director.
Okay.
Very good, strong man.
Right.
You know, because I like him to be around the masculine, masculine way of dancing, because there's certain steps that I can't teach
Right.
because I'm a woman.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And, you know, I don't have a masculine body, but he has to learn from the masculine,
Yes.
from male dancers, how to pursue and how to work on that technique.
Okay.
Right.
So, Ms. Sousa, continue on and tell us like where this is going to be at, the days,
Okay.
all that kind of technical stuff.
All right. June 17th and 18th, which is a Friday and a Saturday night. And tickets are hot and they're selling.
Okay.
So we want you to get your seats. We only have 320 seats per night.
Okay.
Okay, so, and they are selling fast.
Okay.
Okay. Last year, sold out.
Sold out.
Both nights.
Those nights.
Standing room only. So please get your tickets before the night of the show. Don't come dragging to the door talking about, do you got a seat? I don't think so. So we this is the 35th anniversary. Now this 35th anniversary, I'm not going to take them back in history as far as dance is concerned, because we're staying up to the level.
Level, right.
But I'm going to show the audience a lot of the history that for the 35 years that we've danced, I dance, my daughter danced. I mean, just beautiful things we're going to be showing them.
Okay.
So that you're going to go back in time with us.
Right.
You know, and you're going to learn the music and motion history of dance and how we came about. You're going to see different things that you're going to be amazed to see, because you're going to be like, I didn't know Music and Motion did this, and I didn't know the music.
Yes.
Right, because you just was born. You know, this is 35 years now.
Yes.
You know, and then some people who know me from the very beginning, such as Lisa Lenhart, her family, and so forth. Let's go back in time. They're going to be amazed to say, wow, I came from this. You know, and look how it grew.
It's grown, yeah.
Right.
Is there anybody performing with, especially on that night? Do you have any guests?
Oh, okay. Now, remember I spoke to you about Nisha Folks, my classmate?
Right.
We went to high school together, high school performing arts. And she danced with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater.
Right.
35 years later, guess what's coming? Her daughter
Wow.
is coming to dance
Wow.
in the show.
Wow.
Can you imagine her own offspring?
Yes.
35 years later, Nisha Folks was the guest performer, and now 35 years
Years
later,
later,
her
her
daughter
daughter
is the guest
Mystic,
performer.
mystic,
Isn't that
mystic.
beautiful?
Yes,
And
yes.
she's in college. This is her second year. She's going in second year because she's a young, brilliant dancer,
Okay.
just like her mom.
Right.
You know, just like her mom. And my daughter's dancing too.
Right, yes.
So you have like mother, daughters, dancers, and their daughters
Daughters, yes.
performing. So my daughter and her daughter are going to be on the stage together.
Great.
Okay.
And Nisha is also the godmother of my daughter. That's
Okay.
why my daughter's name is Janisha.
Janisha. Okay.
Right, it's named after Nisha Folks.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, that's
Okay.
her godmom.
So this is Music in Motion School of Higher Dance Education.
Right.
Children's Spring Dance Contest presents Flying High with 35, the 35th Dance Anniversary Celebration. This is going to be Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th, 8 p.m. sharp.
The James C. Savage Center for the Performing Arts.
That is the
Good
old
Hope School.
Good Hope School campus. I guess that's the theater there.
Yes.
Tickets are many places here. Music in Motion Dance and Studio here in Frederickstead. Bougainvillea Perfumia in Sunny Isle Shopping Center. That's
Right.
inside the pharmacy there.
Yes.
One Love gas station in Frederickstead. And from the parents of the Music and Motion dancers
And stuff.
Right.
and staff. 2 shows. For ticket information, 340-772-5440.
Right.
And Charlita Schuster, who's our guest tonight, she is the founder and the artistic director.
Yes.
And
We have another guest. Read the poster.
yes, and we do have another. We're going to get to that.
Okay.
We're going to get to that. But
Okay, because that's a juicy one.
Yes. 'Cause one of the things I wanted to ask you about is, you guys teach ballet, but you also teach gymnastics, and what other kind of disciplines?
Okay, so we have the classical ballet. I teach Russian style,
Okay.
which is the Vaganova syllabus.
Okay.
Okay, I teach Russian style.
Is there a reason why you chose Russian?
Well, I was trained.
It was-
Mainly in Russian style because my teachers were Russian.
Oh, okay. Okay, got
Mainly
you.
that, and so it's easier for my body
Body
to
to
do
do
that.
that,
Yeah,
got
so
you.
I only knew the Russian style, so I kept with it.
Okay.
You know, I didn't go into the Italian cicchetti or anything
Right,
or anything
right.
else. I didn't feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just like when you learn a language or
Yes,
something.
that's what
you
you-
know.
that's what you go
Yeah.
with, yeah.
So I stayed with that, and I continue to study that.
Okay.
And to teach it to my students.
Right.
The Vaganova syllabus.
Okay.
Right. That's number one. Then we have gymnastics, you know. Then we have tap dancing, and we have lyrical. Now, lyrical, let me explain, is when you're dancing to a song with words, the lyrics of the song. Okay, people think, "Oh, I'm dancing lyrical." It's be like, no, honey, that's not. You don't have a song. Gotta have a song, and then, so we can hear the lyrics to the song. That's why it's called lyrical.
So practically it's like they're telling the story of the song in the dance.
Yes, and the emotion
Okay,
of
all right.
it. You know, it could be poetry. It could be any of those things. That's what lyrical is.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
to dancing off of to this words
Right.
of the song itself, to the lyrics.
Okay.
That's
So,
lit-
so your show is only going to be ballet, no gymnastics.
Oh no
It's
no
all,
no
a
no
little bit of
no
everything.
no 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 hold up. Hold on to your seats, everybody.
So a
No.
little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, we're having everything in this particular concert. We okay, so we have our ballet, we have our tap, we have our lyrical, we have our modern, we have let's see, oh, our calypso, we have our quadrille.
Okay.
We put the culture.
Culture.
Yes.
Okay.
In there, of
Into it,
course.
yeah.
Yes.
Of
yes.
course.
Okay.
You know, we can't have 35th anniversary without that.
Yeah.
You
It
know.
will make no sense.
Oh, no.
Yes,
And
okay.
we have some hot costumes too.
All
Right.
Okay.
Right, some beautiful costumes. Beautiful costumes. I have to say that my daughter, she helped select the costumes, a lot of the costumes, and she did a fantastic job. I want to thank her for doing a great job in picking and choosing good quality costumes
Right.
and beautiful costumes that would I told her, I said, I want to be a celebration. I want to be like a party.
Right. Yes, right.
You know, that I don't
right.
want dull costume. I want,
Yeah.
yes,
Live
let's
and
wake up
exciting.
the audience.
Yes,
You
yes.
know. So she worked very hard on that, and the parents, the costumes, they love the costumes
Okay.
that we have for the children.
Okay. And the other part of the entertainment for the night, as we like to call him here in the studio, Madman Pumpa.
Pa.
Pumpa is going to be in this in the show.
Yes.
Pray tell, what is he going to be doing?
A little bit of everything. He's gonna have to dance too. Besides
Yes,
sing.
Yes,
Yes.
Now, Papa is
We-
an entertainer. You know,
Yes.
he's an entertainer. When
And
he comes
he
to entertain, he
loved
entertains.
children. Love children, and that's what made me want to invite him to be a part of my concert.
Okay.
Because I saw how he was with young people.
Right.
Okay.
Very calm, loving. He lets children approach him.
Right.
You know how kids could see a star and say, they're so scared of the star, But he could be sweating, and a little child will come up to him and go, he'll go, come,
Yes.
He don't mind just giving them a little hug,
hug,
and,
yes.
and everything. And they're like, they're so thrilled,
Yes.
Can I get a picture? And he'll stop and just take a picture with them,
Right.
and he doesn't care how many are jumping on top of him or anything. He's just so loving with kids, and that's why I wanted him to be around my children.
Okay.
Because I said, well, maybe my kids need to get a little bit of that.
Right.
And so, and we worked together during the Christmas festival,
Okay.
Yes.
which is Carnival, right?
Yes, yes.
Carnival.
Yes.
Right. But, and he asked us to do the butterfly dance.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
We had the wings and everything.
Yes,
And we
yes.
won.
That's right. That's right.
And we won, right? And he rehearsed, and we rehearsed, and we rehearsed, and we rehearsed. We got them steps down right, and the butterfly,
Right.
and the wings going, and everything. And we worked wonderful together, and we became great friends.
Oh, really? Okay.
Great, great, great friends. And he has such a high respect for music in motion
Yes.
and me and everything, and I have a high respect for him. So we just collaborated, and I said, you got to be in my 35th anniversary, please, And he's a man that travels so much around the world.
Yes.
It's hard to get him. It's like,
Yeah.
just 2 days. It's just 2 days.
Mark your calendar off, right?
Yes, I was like, I had to ask him from December.
Yes.
Just mark your calendar for me, please. Do
Yeah,
not
he's-
change it.
yeah, he's big.
But he kept his promise, and he even turned down a very important gig that he could have done in the States.
To be with you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he promised.
Yes.
And one thing about him, he's a very honest worker.
Yeah.
He's not a person to say, I'm going to do this and not do this. He constantly tells me, Shalita, don't you worry. I got this show together for you. Don't worry about anything.
Anything, yes,
I said, okay, now.
Well, if nothing else, Pumpa is a performer, so
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
he gets on the stage and he just transforms into this performer.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. I saw him in the Village, not only when we did his part for the competition,
Uh-huh.
but I went when he had his own concert in the Village.
Yes.
And I said, okay, I'm going to see this from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And I went out there.
Yeah, he came in on a. Didn't he come in on a crane or something?
No, that was for the competition.
Competition.
Okay.
That was for the competition, right. That was for the butterfly dance.
Okay, I
Right.
got you.
Now, when I went a couple days after, I think 2 days after, was his big concert that they hired him for.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And so I went out there. And I said to myself, my goodness, this young man, he just sang from, I think it was 2 hours straight. And he just kept going and going, and he's an actor and actor, dancer, singer. He's everything.
Yes.
Excuse me. And he got the audience. Now the audience was like kind of. They had their little beach chairs, And I'm going like, he says, Shalita. I went back there and said, I came to wish you, good luck. Give him a little hug and everything, And He said, I got to wake up this people, you know.
Yes, yes.
I said, you could do it. He goes, I don't know, they kind of tough. And then St. Croix is hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're so hard.
I don't know.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know, Shalita. I don't know.
But we're tough people to move.
Move,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, he had those people that were way in the back. They were way to the front. They were up to the edge of the stage,
Yes.
waving and dancing, and the crowd. When I turned around, the crowd was
Yeah, it
right
was
there, and
right
then
there.
and then he had. I even went up on the stage.
Uh-huh.
He grabbed some people from the stage, and I went up there too. And I said I'm gonna do my thing with him too. And a whole bunch of us went up there. And we did it. He did a Congo line and everything. He went in the crowd. Everything. He was entertaining.
Yes.
He's just
Yeah.
a great entertainer.
Yes.
That's what he
Great
is,
entertainer.
man. He's
That's
an
pump up for
entertainer.
you, brother.
That's-
Pump
But
up.
he knows how to he knows how to wake up an audience.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Right. He's gifted and talented also.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to just give him praises for that. God blessed him. With,
Yeah,
with-
Super,
with-
it's
with
almost
talent.
worth getting a ticket to see what Pumpa's going to be doing on the stage.
Well, the thing about it is that we want to show that how we can use different talent
That's right.
in the dance world as well.
Okay.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Integrated together.
Yes,
Make it
yes,
come,
yes, very much.
Right.
So this is Music in Motion, School of Higher Dance Education.
Right.
The Children's Spring Dance Concert presents Flying High with 35, the 35th Dance Anniversary Celebration, featuring Pumpa, Mal Bryson.
Amal Bryson, yes.
Bryson. This is at the James C. Savage Center for Performing Arts at the Good Hope School campus. That's for you viewers that are not here in St. Croix. Get your airline tickets, get your hotels reservations booked and in place, because this event is Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th, 8 p.m. sharp. 2 shows. Donation seating is $20. Ticket outlets: Music in Motion Dance Studio in Frederickstead, Bougainvillea Perfumia.
I don't get it either.
Perfumia, I guess that's right. In Sunny
At
Isles.
the medicine shop
Yes,
in the back.
In the back. The medicine shop in the back.
Right.
Just go through there, and the aroma will pull you back there.
Right.
One Love gas station in Frederickstead, and you can also get tickets from the Music in Motion parents and staff.
Right.
So that's coming up. It's a big event. So what else can you share with us?
Okay, I'm going to share with you a few names
Okay.
that help this show work.
Great.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you who they are.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Rhonda Jackson, costume lady. She's the head of getting the costumes organized and everything like that. And along with Deborah Mason, that is her co-worker. They work like a team together. Then you have Glenda Cupid, who works backstage, making sure that the kids are getting dressed. And I mean, she works every year.
Yeah, okay.
These are people that work every year.
Okay.
We have Terry Brow. She'll be at the front door collecting the tickets with that pretty
That's
smile.
right. Where's Terry at tonight?
Right. Well, her daughter just, I think, graduated today.
Oh, okay.
From school, from 8th grade going into the 9th.
grade.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Big up
Because she
to
was
Terry.
here, right.
She was
right.
here last time.
Terry will be at the front door for you, and then we have Naja Wilson. That's one of our college students
Okay.
that came in. She's going to be working backstage with the girls and dancing.
Right.
Okay, we have Anaya John Baptiste. She's working backstage with the kids and dancing. Okay, we have Amanda Burton. She is working me side by side, helping me with the program book, help me do so many things. Matter of fact, her daughter, 8 years old, auditioned for the Interlochen Arts Academy summer program, and she made it. She's going to Michigan.
Oh, really?
Michigan.
Okay.
8 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing a lot of fundraising for her too.
Okay.
We're selling raffle tickets. We're doing everything possible. We're going to take a collection out there.
Right.
So for her daughter to go to Michigan and everything like that. So she's working extremely hard, not only for her daughter but for the school.
Okay.
But yes, her daughter made it to Interlochen.
Okay.
We have a couple other announcements to make about that. Let me see who else I got. Bernice James very, very beautiful woman. She's helping with all the headpieces and costumes and takes this in and takes that in. She's with the sewing machine. right. And she makes the most beautiful headpieces for the children.
Right.
When I look at something and I go, oh, this is not going to work, you know, because you get headpieces and then you say, it doesn't fit the costume. She says, let me have it. And then she comes back, is this work? I go, that's going to work. Right. So she's extremely gifted in that area, and she loves helping. And these are volunteers now. Let me tell you, nobody gets paid.
Right.
All these are volunteers that I'm mentioning to you. And of course, Janisha Withy, my daughter, she gets paid, but she volunteers. She's on salary, right? Amal Bryson, still, he, between his graduation, prom, plays, he's just multitasking, and he tries his best to be there for every little thing he possibly could be. You know, and we're gonna miss him, but we just know that he's gonna come back. When he comes back next year to perform for us, I just can't wait to see some of the work that he's gonna place into the company. You know, so he has a lot of talent. So we're going to see that later on in the years as he comes to be a part of the school and the company.
Okay. Any kind of like, any kind of I don't know how I could put this. Any kind of like secret surprises?
Yes, we got some secret surprises. We don't want to tell everybody what they are. That's why we want them to come. But yes, we do. We do have some secret surprises. And we want them to be surprised about it.
Yes.
You know, we want to tell all our stuff. But I do want to thank my son, Gene Withy, also for working with the security. Because last year we had, you know, people, this is my seat, I'm saving this seat. I'm like, there's a whole row. You know, so he was very good with security. And so my son has his own little security staff, you know, that really helps out at the door and different places. Like if you need a seat, if you need, you can't find a seat, they help you to sit down. So they're, he calls them staff. But I call them security because they they help us out in every area. And I just want to thank my son Gene for being there for his mom and always participating and making sure that everything goes well for the show. And we have refreshments. The refreshment stand is going to be open. But Gene wants the tickets sold at the door this time for you buy your ticket stub and then you go to the concession. So it'll be done at the door this time. You don't have to wait by the concession and all of that. So so when you come in, you can buy your tickets right away. Right away. So we're going to try to make it flow faster. So people are not on long lines and stuff like that. So we're trying to make that
easy accommodation.
But we want you to learn a lot about the history of Music in Motion, School of Higher Dance Education. We're going to share a lot of history with you.
With the presentation?
Yes. And that is what we really want you to learn about us, how we came about and where we're going, where we continue to go. Because our dancers are extremely strong dancers. And yes, we demand. And I'll say, we demand the best. And we don't care if your child is 3. We want the best out of her at 3 all the way up. And but we turn out excellent dancers throughout the world.
How many students do you have in your program right now, Shalida?
We have close to 60 dancers. And that's a low enrollment.
That's a low enrollment for this year.
Ever since Havensa closed.
It's a low.
Do you take in students every?
All the way.
All year round.
I'm going to tell you. The most gifted, a gifted child walked in our doors just 2 months ago. A gifted child, age 10. She walked into the door. Matter of fact, her mother stopped me in Sunny Isles. And she said, I have a daughter. You know, she loves dancing. And I said, okay, bring her. So she brought her. And sure enough, the little girl is like gifted, 10 years old. Never seen this before. that she can do every step. You give her a step, she does it.
She does it.
Just like that. I was like, okay, she passed the first test because you have to audition to get into the school.
Right.
Okay, let's try the next class. So I said, you have to come back for the next test, you know. So it's like, okay. So we bring her back to the next test. She passed that one. So I said, this is impossible.
So, but did this young lady have any prior experience, or she's just
No.
just
Her mother said to me she just watches YouTube
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
But her
Okay.
body just does
Does
stuff.
it?
Okay.
So I tried her out again, the third one, So I said, this is remarkable, this little girl. So, and there's another little one that's like her in the same class. So I said, okay, what am I going to do with these two? Now I have two of them. Beautiful little girls. So I said, you know something? I'm going to introduce them to the company class. Now they're 10 years old. I said, let me see what they will do up there. So I said, oh, can you come on a Monday? You know, come take class, They went in there like nothing happened.
Right. They've been doing it all their life.
It's being like, okay, they're doing the plie, and they're put up bras and stretching their legs up here. And I was like, okay, they're talented. right. More can I say?
Yes.
And the older kids are like, who are these two little ones? I'm like, they're going to take your place. I said, we're going to train them to take your place.
Right,
This is it.
Yeah.
So
you got to work harder. Makes them work harder.
So they're like, wait a minute, we're not going to have two little 10-year-olds coming here. So, but they're learning to be stronger dancers, and I had to expose them because their bodies could do the work.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
the bodies could do the work, and that's very rare.
Okay.
Do you have that? Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people have talented children in their households, but they're home.
Gotcha.
They're not in the studio.
school,
Yeah.
No, I see them on the street all the time. Like I can be in Kmart shopping, and I can tell a child the way they walk.
Right.
Like their feet could be turned out, or their legs could be hyperextended,
Uh-huh.
and they stand up like this and everything. And I'll go, "Hi, honey, how are you?" I said, "Do you dance?" "No." And then I'll talk to the mom and say, "You want to put her in dance?" "We're not interested in that." I'll be like, "Okay, you say so."
Yes.
I can't force you to
Right.
make your child be interested. I said, "I don't think she likes that."
Yeah.
I go, "Well,
But
you don't ask.
you see something there that could be.
but if you don't open the door, you never know.
Right.
You never know if a child can sing if you don't let her open her mouth.
That's right.
To yell it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything. I mean, I have a grandson, Jaheem. He has a beautiful voice, and I used to put CDs in my car all the time, and he would just sing any language. It could be Spanish, it could be Chinese, it could be whatever. He could pick it up instantly. He has a beautiful natural voice.
Right.
And I know that he can sing beautiful, and he loves singing. So I'm not going to stop him from singing. His problem is that he's so shy that he needs to learn how to sing not only in the car or at home. He needs to be on the stage.
Yeah.
But he needs training.
Yeah.
So with the connections that I'm getting with other people, I'm gonna get him into the arena. And he's young. He's just 13, so this is a good time. His vocal cords are not ruined.
Right.
They're still very fresh. So I don't want to set him out there too early and then ruin his vocal cords.
Yeah.
Because that's very tender.
That's right.
You have to be very careful with a voice.
Just push him out in front of everybody.
Yeah, but he has a beautiful voice.
Okay.
Beautiful voice. Yes.
Okay. Miss Charlita Schuster is our guest tonight. She is with Music in Motion School of Higher Dance Education. Coming up is a Children's Spring Dance Concert. Presents Flying High with 35, the 35th Dance Anniversary Celebration featuring Pampa and Amal Bryson. This is going to be at the James C. Savage Center for the Performing Arts at the Good Hope School campus here in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. For the people that are viewing away, get your tickets in your hotel, your airplane tickets in your hotel. Come on down. Be here for Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th, 2016, 8 p.m. sharp. 2 shows only. Donation is $20. Ticket outlets are Music in Motion Dance and Studio in Frederickstead, Bougainvillea Perfumia in Sunny Isle Shopping Center, One Love gas station in Frederickstead, and the parents and the staff of Music in Motion Dance Company. I'm sorry, that's kind of mixing it up there. So yeah, it's a big event. I went last year, and I will probably be there this year as well to check it out. So, Shalita, anything else you wanted to add?
Yes, I would like to say one of our sponsors is Bates Trucking and Trash Removal, and Pamela Bates, very good supporter of Music in Motion for many, many, many years.
Right.
Okay.
Her daughter used to study with Music in Motion.
Okay.
And she's still attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
even though her daughter doesn't dance with us any longer because she's a grown woman now.
Right.
Okay.
You know, but she's still attached to Music in Motion. She still loves Music in Motion and still works in Music in Motion. She's going to be at the door working the tickets.
Right.
So I do want to thank Pam for being such a loyal friend and just hanging in there with me through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and help me out with the business tactics and everything like that, because she's a very brilliant young woman herself. You know,
Okay.
she's a great accountant and everything, and so she knows how to add and subtract quite well.
Let me ask you. So when do you take your break? So you're working long hours now, and the show is coming up in June here in another couple of weeks. So when do you take your break, and you know, and then get ready for the next season?
Well, I have, this year is going to be a little special for me because I have a young man by the name of Michael Pemberton. You know
Yes.
him. Okay.
Yes.
And he has the Egypt, if I'm not...
Yes, he has Egypt.
Yes.
Egypt something.
Right.
Something. Forgive me, Mike. I can't think of it right this
Right.
second.
Well, I met him on Facebook.
Yes. Yes.
And I liked what he was showing, what he was doing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I tagged him, and I sent him a little message, and he contacted me like that.
Right.
And we became great friends. I love young people that have great ideas.
Yes.
I look for the
Yes.
youth that got it going on. And I was very attracted to his page, how it was healthy, it was great, you know, it didn't have any violence in it or anything like that. It had just positive information.
Right.
And I said, yes. I said, I would like to meet him. And so I asked him for a meeting, and he came to the studio, just like that. And I was like, okay, he's into it, you know.
Yes.
And he's been working with Music in Motion ever since.
Oh, okay.
It's the
And-
Egypt Entertainment Group.
Yes. And Michael, he takes pictures. He has his little staff. Now, they're all been working with Music in Motion.
Okay.
They're helping to get the decorations, the set, the this and that. Whatever is needed, he is there for me.
Okay.
Matter of fact, just before I came here, he did a photo shoot on me.
Okay.
Yes. So we're always working. Now, when I'm on my vacation this summer, which I travel to study, I love to see what other schools are doing, meeting other great artists,
Right.
you know, not only in the dance world anymore, but in the music industry, in the performing arts, because dance is big now.
Yes.
It's a big industry. Okay. Now, he'll be running the studio.
When you're on vacation.
Right.
Okay.
They'll be in there, and they're going to do new things. Don't ask me what. right. But the doors will be open.
Right,
Okay.
Right.
Right. It's not going to be locked down like how it usually is when we go traveling.
Right.
Those doors are going to be open this summer.
Yeah.
And so you can come in. I guess, I don't know what they're going to do in there, but they're going to do some wonderful things. And he's been introducing me to some of his young artists, you know, recording artists, and they've been.
He's involved in a lot of things.
Oh yeah, he
He's
has his
involved in a lot of
hands
things.
in so many different
Yeah.
things, and it's young people.
Yeah.
And that's what Music in Motion is about. It's about, you know, having those doors open. Come on in, young people. Show us what you got going on. How could we all work together in the industry?
Yes.
Yeah. I like. He was on our show. He's just kind of involved in many things. He's a good guy. I like him.
Yes, yes.
I like him very
Yes.
much. So one more time here, Music in Motion, School of Higher Dance Education, Children's Spring Dance Concert presents Flying High with 35, the 35th Dance Anniversary Celebration, featuring Pampa and Amal Bryson. at the James C. Savage Center for Performing Arts. That is at the Good Hope School campus. That is Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th, 8 p.m. sharp. Tickets are on sale at Music in Motion Studio, Bougainvillea Perfumia in Sunny Isle Shopping Center, One Love Gas Station in Frederickstead, and from the parents and staff of the Music in Motion crew. Donation is $20. If you're watching the show on your way, get your airplane tickets, book your hotel now so you can get here. You don't want to miss this exciting show. For everybody, it sounds like 35 years of dance and fun. Ms. Schuster has been doing it for a long time, and I think this is going to be sort of a wow, look at that kind of show. Who thought of that?
That's what I want it to be.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Right. And I also want to mention that Douglas Canton, very, very fine man. He's been working on a lot of promo for us and pushing it forward and everything, and editing and filming, and he's doing a bunch of stuff for us.
Yes.
But he is on board with Music in Motion, and he's helping us a lot to get the promotion out.
Okay.
He's really been working hard on the promotion. We haven't had a show with empty seats, so let's do it again, everybody.
Yes.
Just fill those seats up and let those children know that you love what they're doing, because it's not about me and it's not about my daughter Janisha. It's about the students. It's about Amal, his hard work. It's about all the young people that really work hard. It's about the parents who came and enrolled their children into the program, and now they want to see success.
Right.
Yes.
And for us to be successful, for the children to be successful, we need you in those seats,
Yes.
because we don't want to be performing for an empty audience. It's
Right,
just not what we work hard for all year.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
And it is a beautiful theater, and everybody loves it. Sometimes I wish it was bigger, but still in all, we're there for 2 days, a Friday and a Saturday, and we're there for you. So even if it rains, you're not going to get wet.
Right.
You know, and it's just a beautiful theater. I love dancing there. I love working there. It is kept well. The curtains, the backdrop, and so forth.
Right.
You know, it makes it easier for
Okay.
us to put on a
nice
dance performance
performance.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to put on dance performances because you got to worry about the floor slipping, got to worry about space. You
Yes.
got to there's so much you got to worry about when you put on dance shows.
Okay.
But there is a beautiful place to put on a dance show. Yes, it is.
Okay. Shalita Schuster, we want to thank you again for coming out.
Thank you so much for having me.
And spreading the word about this big event coming up here on June 17th and 18th. Thank you. Soup, any final words?
Shalita, thank you. Continue to work those youths. Wish you much success.
Thank you.
Jagai, One Perfect Love.
Yeah, and we like to say One Perfect Love is our prayers and his blessings. When you put it all together, you get One Perfect Love. On that note, we're out. No more shows until next week, Tuesday. Everybody have a good week, a good weekend, and we'll be back next week, Tuesday, with some more fun stuff, more fun guests. We're out. Peace.
Trayéndote algo muy sencillo para todas las mujeres que buscan un amor que las sepa comprender como las mujeres.